Hello everyone, it's strawberryelli here and thank you so much for joining me in another video. Today's video is gonna be part 3 of my declutter series. In case you missed out any of my 2 previous videos where I share with you how to get started and also how to keep things organized, I'm gonna link them up in the card section and also down in the comments below. So as I mentioned in the 2 previous videos, is that it's really hard to get started, so I shared a few tips of that, and then also to keep things organized. And now it's the question on how to maintain that lifestyle. Living a more minimalist lifestyle has a lot of benefits, and I always share them here on my channel because I personally love this way of living. It gives me so much mental space, so much mental clarity. I know where my things are at and I just like to keep things organized. That way I just feel so much more motivated to get things done, and I feel like I have so much more time because I'm not running around like a crazy person feeling overwhelmed with all the clutter that's around. If that's out of the way, you just have so much more space, physically and mentally. So once all the clutter is removed, it is not that hard to actually maintain that lifestyle. The only thing is that once you want to add something to your life, definitely think about it more than once. So for that, I have a few questions that you could ask yourself before you add something to your life. And that could be anything, a piece of clothes or a new office item, a kitchen tool, anything like that. So the first question is, do I really need this item? Do I maybe already have an item like this somewhere laying around, or could I reuse a different item so I don't need to buy another item? I struggle a lot of making decisions, so instead of making an impulsive buy of something, I'm just gonna sleep over it, and maybe the next day I already forgot over it and I realized I don't really need that new item anyways. The next question is, will this bring me more joy or more stress? So a lot of the times when we especially buy bigger items, there's a lot of things that we also have to take into consideration when we get it, and it just brings us more stress than actually joy. Of course, there are occasions when we buy something and this item really brings us joy and we really value that item. I don't say like don't buy anything at all ever, because that's not practical. Obviously there's gonna be times where you go out and you also want to buy something, and totally like go for it, enjoy it. The thing is just that you want to value that item and it should add something to your life, and that should be joy instead of stress. And the last question is, will this item last a long time? A lot of the times we do tend to buy one-use items, and honestly, once we use them, we throw them away. And to just think a little bit more about the environment, it is so much more sustainably to buy items that we can use a long time, or to reuse items that you already have, or buy a used item. So these are a few options that you could consider when you want to buy a new item or a used item, instead of buying an item that will break or that is not good quality and you have to throw it away once you used it just a few times or even just a few weeks or months. An item, let's say you buy a new piece of clothes, for example, or even a piece of furniture, it should last you a long time because you invest your money in it and you want a value from it. So definitely invest your money in good quality things so they're gonna last you a long time. Or you can consider buying used items because this item is already out there, someone purchased it but he doesn't want it anymore, so you can have a use from it. That's definitely better for the environment, probably also better for your wallet, and you will still get a lot out of it. The last thing I want to share about a minimalist lifestyle, what I personally really love, is embracing empty space. Now, I mentioned that in previous videos before, is that a lot of the times we have to clutter up our space because we think otherwise it just seems empty and cold, but it doesn't have to be like that. For example, my bookshelf is almost completely empty and it gives me so much freedom and clarity. I don't know, I really enjoy just looking at it and seeing that it's empty, and I feel like I personally have in my life a lot of space. It makes sense once you've experienced it, but I personally like just clean surfaces and empty spaces, so I have a space to work at or to just have room to do yoga, walk around, or just to have more space in general. There's definitely nothing wrong with having empty, clear spaces. If you prefer to have something on them, like little decorations, anything like that, great. So you do you, whatever works best for you, just so that you feel comfortable, that you're not stressed or overwhelmed by looking at these items. And that's basically my last tip for this series. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you prefer this kind of minimalist lifestyle, if you already got started, if you're struggling with it. Please just share everything down in the comments below. I love to interact with you guys, and it's open to hear from other people, and I think that's always great to help out and see what other people experience. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and yeah, definitely watch out for more videos on minimalism, zero waste, also traveling, anything like that. And I hope you have an amazing day, and I see you in my next video. Bye guys.